Okay, we are live. Twitter is posted. I think we're good to go. Just make sure I got audio here. You guys have audio. You guys have audio. Yes, you guys have audio. All right, I didn't make any adjustments to the stream quality, guys. So I'm hoping that we don't get buffering issues at the very beginning. The stream here. So hopefully that's good. In any case, feature game show here. You know, I've come to actually kind of like this show as it's, although it's like smaller games, it's more AA and with some interesting indie titles. And a lot of the games they seem to show are, you know, very anticipated and kind of just interesting and forward-looking. A lot of the horror games and stuff like that we all like. So yeah, I enjoyed the one that we had a couple months ago for this. It was like a nice little in-between show, and now we have this one. So hopefully the pacing is much better. I honestly expect the show to be like an hour long, but I'm hoping that the pacing is much better for compared to the actual Summer Games Fest. And you know, I was taking a look back at the announcements because what I'm doing is I like to compile after like watching these conferences. I like to compile like a whole like a list of trailers and like a playlist basically of all the trailers that I really enjoyed and then watch them back, you know, in, well, the best quality that you can on YouTube and like on a TV and stuff. So, you know, I was looking back at the Summer Games show yesterday and I was like, and like there was actually, you know, good announcements in there. And I was able to get like a lot of trailers, a lot more trailers from the PlayStation stuff. I think the issue with the Summer Games Fest presentation was just there's a lot of the same looking things, you know, like especially we're all making fun of the Genshin Impact wannabes or the anime type of games. There's a lot of those like back to back to back, and so when you get like 3 or 4, 5 even trailers of the same looking game like that, back to back to back, it's like, you know, it can be underwhelming or exhausting. But I think it was a decent show yesterday. I think now that I think about it and I'm kind of looking back at it, and I had a day basically the had it kind of simmer in my head. I think it was a decent show. Definitely was not the best I've seen from the Summer Games Fest, but it was fine. Anyway, hello to Hamster. This one isn't going to have lots of Unreal Engine 5 anime gacha games for sure. Yeah, I know that going into it, now that I've actually watched these shows for a couple years now. But they have like Directive 8020. I can see some screenshots here as they're kind of going through this hallway. Like there's some interesting games here that I actually am interested in wanting to play. It looks like there's a dinosaur there. So maybe they're, I mean, they had the Jurassic World Evolution 3 announcement at the Summer Games Fest, but I want to know what's happening with that Jurassic World survival horror game. The one that's set in actual Jurassic Park. That's first person. It looks like Alien Isolation with dinosaurs. I forgot the subtitle for it, but that looked incredible. We still don't know what's going on with that. Hello to Tregum. Hamster says 2005 level of over-hypersexualized boobs were exhausting as well. Yeah, I mean, it's Japanese style. I don't care. I just want people to be able to make what they want to make at the end of the day. I don't want to live in a world where there's rules for art. So if you want to have games like Stellar Blade and like, you know, really lead into the sexualization of characters, I'm all for that. You know, do whatever you want to do. I just don't want people to I don't want people to have to compromise their vision to fit political agendas. Like that is, it's funny because all the people who like to claim games are like woke, you know, because they don't include that stuff. Well, it's the same exact thing if you're being forced to not, do the opposite. Like, it doesn't just work one way because it doesn't fit a political agenda. It has to work both ways. You have to be fair and objective. So, people should just, at the end of the day, there shouldn't be any rules for art. I don't want to live in a world like that, and I think that would just be depressing if people were forced to have to create one thing or to meet a certain agenda because it's not socially acceptable. Like, it should challenge the norms. What a crazy concept. Hello to Tino. I just want to pop and say what's up. I gotta go to work. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Well, you can catch the archive later, but anyway, good to see you, and hope you have a good day at work. My time schedule is like all over the place. Like, it's weird to, like, it doesn't feel like Saturday to me. To be honest, like, this whole year is just flying by. It's just been nuts. We're already in the summer. We're already halfway through 2025, which is just like, oh my god, it's crazy. Anyway, I almost actually missed this show because I thought that this show started at 2, the same time that the Summer Games Fest did, but then I looked again, and I was just, looking through my emails. I went on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, they're live already? And I see a countdown, and it's starting at 1. And then I thought I screwed up, and I set the stream time to 2 o'clock, but no, I actually did schedule the stream on time. I just completely, in my mind, I thought it was going to start at 2 o'clock, so I almost wasn't here. But this show should only be like an hour, so that's fine with me. I didn't even have lunch yet. So I'm going to be starving by the end of this. Trigum says, I would have missed this too if it weren't for the notification for your stream. Yeah. I literally thought it was an hour later. Jacob should be joining as well. I think he's trying to get Rocco fed right now. Anyway, yeah. I want to make sure, hold on. Do I have the right language? Yeah. They're just showing this in different languages. Okay. Don't want the, what language is that? Want it in English, at least. Oh, we should probably turn on, oh, there's no captions, huh? I hope there is subtitles, later. Anyhow, listen, it's a good time. I always enjoy, these summer game events. It's just, I find the E3s, I don't know about you guys, but I find the old E3s so rewatchable. And what I've been doing, actually, ever since I started playing my collection through, and I've been doing reminiscing videos, when I get to basically the games that released in the summer of that given year, I like to go back and watch the E3 presentations for that same year as well. And those conferences are just so rewatchable. I have not rewatched any of like these types of presentations or like the Summer Games Fest or even something like the Game Awards, But like I'll go back and I'll watch like like the Sony conference from 2009 or the fucking reveals or I don't know, the Ubisoft conference from 2012, like I'll go back and I'll watch those just because remembering those announcements and being in that atmosphere. Perhaps this hasn't been old enough yet, so maybe 10 years from now I might think back and be like, oh yeah, I'll go watch the Summer Games Fest from 2020 whatever. But certainly that's one thing I just don't think that we'll ever get again, is just the energy of E3. As much as Jeff wants to pretend that he has the replacement, and he's supplementing for the lack of E3 presentations, it's not the same. It is absolutely not the same. And even going to those presentations myself, there were thousands of people there, and if you were in the audience, like legitimately like in the audience, you felt the energy, you know? And then also the lack of energy. Like I mean, I was at the Sony E3 2015 conference, and like the whole like Uncharted 4 sequence, you know, like the chase sequence when they revealed that, like the energy in that room was insane. It was literally insane. And you just can't replicate that. Even going to something like you know, these events, like there are people at the Summer Games Fest, but it's so much smaller compared to the E3 conferences. So it's a shame that we'll just never get that back, it seems. And then it also doesn't help that you know pretty much everything that's going to be announced besides a few things, but you have an idea of what's going to be coming up. Hey Joseph, Mirror's Edge 3 today? I don't think so. If it does happen, I might spit water at the screen. I think we're going to be waiting a long time for that. Is everything good, Jake? Is everything good?
Yeah, it's cheese sticking out. It's all grumpy.
Oh.
He's like, leave me alone. Have my snacky. I just want some alone time.
We got 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes here. You should have audio.
I give him the yak cheese.
Well, as long as if he's calmer today than yesterday. Although I think people liked his cameo.
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna be busy with that one. He gets very grumpy when he has that one.
Isn't speaking of Mirror's Edge, I just saw that image on the hallway here. This flyby they're doing from this one right here next to Directive 8020 with that girl. Is that from that? Remember they revealed that kind of it was a game that took place in the 1900s. It looked like top down almost, but like very realistic graphics. I'm trying to remember what it was called, and it had like some sci-fi elements to it, and it was by people who, well, some ex-developers of the original Mirror's Edge. I'm trying to remember it. This one. I don't know if you recall, but
I don't. The one on the right.
Yeah, next to Directive 8020. So you have the dinosaur, Directive 8020, and then whatever this game is with the lady.
Senua?
No.
That's all I can think of it there.
Hamster says, I remember seeing Mirror's Edge Catalyst on E3 2015 and made my heart pumping. It was so awesome. I actually, no, when it was revealed during EA's thing in 2013, I think I tackled you. Do you remember that? Because I wasn't streaming, but we were watching it together, and I think like I screamed like a little girl, and then like I tackled him. That was my actual real reaction. And then I did, because as I wasn't live streaming, then I did the fake reaction, which was still pretty good. Oh my god,
wow.
That's still my
wow.
the react. Well, I kind of the ones that's still featured on my channel where I basically pretend I got a heart attack, which actually was done in a single take, and I still think was funny, and it's still the featured video on my channel. I don't think I'll ever take that down. But I think my actual reaction was like it was silence, and then as soon as they cut to the gameplay of her running through the glass hallway and jumping and stuff, that's when I was like jumping like this, and I went and tackled him. It was so good too. After it was only 5 years, and that's the thing, man. It's like time today feels like it goes so much quicker. So it does not feel like next year will be the 10-year anniversary of Catalyst. It does not feel that way. And I'm like, gosh, like we were sitting here thinking it was taking them forever to do another Mirror's Edge game, and it didn't really take them that long in retrospect. It really didn't. But I don't know. I guess when you're younger, time just feels like it slows, and then when you get to your 20s, you're like, take me back.
Take me back to
Shame they didn't publish the dubstep remix of "Still Alive" from the trailer. Yeah, that's kind of stuck. I know some people have tried to do edits and take inspiration from that, but it's kind of you know, stuck in there. My favorite remix is the one from what's his name who passed away. I have it saved here because I go back and I listen to it every once in a while. Young Naf, the main menu theme remix introduction from New Left.
No, just start.
Yeah, it's starting. That's my favorite remix, and yeah, that guy unfortunately
skins.
passed away. It's really sad.
I was looking at my Counter-Strike skins. Now I can.
That's okay. You can look at Counter-Strike. Oh, they usually have voice actors. You know, do the presentation, like host the events. So I wonder who they got this year. I think is it Matthew Mercer? I think I read something that Matthew Mercer was doing something.
Welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the
Matt
Future
Mercer.
Game Show
Matt Mercer's in a
Summer
bunch of
Showcase.
things.
My name is
Laura
Bailey.
Bailey
You probably know me
was
best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as
He's in a
Critical
bunch of
Role's
stuff.
Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to
Hey,
wish
Tyler.
any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be
Oh, yeah,
plenty
they
of
got
follow-up coverage
sales.
on GamesRadar.com
Bunch of things after
and the
this.
Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Have I seen his main menu remix? It's oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, Joseph. That's like my favorite remix of that song.
Pull up NavTech.
Should be in the actual game itself. It's that good.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Returnal 2.
They're actually making a new game, but it's not Returnal.
Get them out alive.
Is this
Enough guns to make justice, all right.
I really want
To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks
Aim for
Squadron 42.
Say, oh, yeah, with our hand.
I don't think this is that though.
No, I don't think so. This is something else.
We're going for a spin.
Could be. Maybe?
Nah.
Never mind.
They have all these actors in Squadron 42. Whenever it's gonna come out. Oh, that's cool.
Dead Space.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
I'm getting co-op vibes from this.
They shut down
That's what I think it is.
facility. Long time before her
Be a third-person game.
Let's deal with those guys first.
In Yolota. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
The art direction is very similar to Dead Space. Without all the gore.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
More deep.
What happened here?
This is a new franchise, new IP, something.
Yeah, it could be. It looks like it might.
Buddy,
Looks co-op focused though. That's oh,
Expanse.
the Expanse, like from the TV series.
Oh, that'll be fun.
This looks good. This looks really good.
Glad you're still breathing.
Wow. I like that.
That looks fun.
That looked really good. You got like some co-op elements. I just hope you can play it by yourself too, but
What a way to
that
start
looks
the
good.
show.
Co-op
The
only
Expanse
campaign.
Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved.
There's one Unreal Engine 5
Make sure it's on your
hamster.
website.
I've never watched The Expanse.
And we're
Yeah, me
taking
neither.
another
But it was really
premiere right
popular.
now
I
on swapping
mean,
sci-fi
is
for
it-
fantasy in the process.
Is it connected? I don't know. Maybe they're just taking the name.
World.
I used to
Senua's long lost sister.
by my father's oath.
She's actually sane.
Yeah, she's actually saying.
Our people. And if it claims our lives.
Kratos' long
What?
lost sister.
Oh, this is weird. There's like technology and stuff.
Wait,
It looks like God of War. That's crazy.
what's it new? This is definitely new.
Oh yeah,
But it
no,
looks
but
like-
it's got like that God of War art direction to it.
Kill the people who took him from me.
Nice. Oh, this looks fun. You got platforming and combat. Hours.
I hear not the clamor of conquerors. Pestilence must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
That's another good one. I like it. That's another solid one. Echoes of the End. It's got like God of War like art direction and like, you know, a bit of that kind of fast-paced combat with platforming and stuff.
This year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the
I
game.
don't
but
have God of War,
from what
but
I can tell,
yeah, I see.
Well, like the style, like the art direction, it's
Yeah.
kind of similar to that. Some of those stages kind of screamed God of War at me. No, this is that
Blair Witch Project 2.
no. What's that indie game that was a scam that came out that was coming out for PlayStation? That was revealed. I forgot the name of it now. The one where it's like download the demo and it was a trailer that ran in real time.
Oh, I don't know.
I have it on the console.
PT demo.
It was like this generation's PT, but it was like the most insulting thing.
Really dark and weird.
Yeah, I know. It looks great though. You wake up in a forest with no memories. You'll be walking in circles for hours. Okay. Whispers in the
I
fog.
think it might be like more of an indie game.
Yeah, you know what it kind of reminded me of?
It seems like one of those indie games. It's like you just keep resetting and keep finding more things.
I was gonna say it also, like, I got a
Nice
little
lady
bit
cabin
of
in the woods.
Vanishing of
What
Ethan
could
Carter
possibly go wrong?
vibes.
That was your first
Watching
Yeah,
that.
because like the really reason why I think
It's a
that because
psychological horror game
it shows
from
the
a
same
extremely
house,
talented
different
solo
weathers.
developer.
Maybe it's
Sure to get the
dynamically
request on
generated,
PC.
where it
Like
changes the
there might be a
layout.
horror aspect to it,
Yeah.
but it's just like
They had that with
but
Vanishing.
like you're finding like
Let's check it out.
more. Like that
Finding
Silent Hill
pieces.
that Silent Hill like quick demo game or something like that. Where it's like you're that girl going through the
Sorry,
Yeah.
didn't we already see this last at the presentation?
Yeah, we did.
They're double dipping.
And they're just trying to show more, like it's open world. Yeah. So you can play Melody.
Tyler says it's better than the
Melodious.
Summer Games Fest. I mean, we're off to a great start, definitely. Yeah, actual trailers with gameplay. That does mean, count for something. Even the CGI trailers have some gameplay with them at the end. Silent Hill 64 abandoned demo real-time mega penis. Whatever.
Oh, so
I forgot the name of the one that I was joking about. It'll come back to me when I'm done streaming, of course. Oh yes, abandoned. Thank you,
Oh, that'd be cool. You
hamster.
can play him. But I don't know about that game.
I just realized you put it in that other one. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
The 7 Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5.
I just don't
and
think
you
it's
can
gonna be
pre-register
that great.
now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Yeah.
I have no interest in it.
Again, like,
I don't know if
the-
the people
you
watching.
You don't know the move. The actual show. Like the first season was great, and then it just gradually the animation got gradually worse.
Oh really?
Yeah, like the last season just was like, it was so bad compared to the first
Just the
season.
finals, by the way.
Yeah, they're probably doing an update because that thing is new.
Look at all these skins. You don't like these skins?
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
What?
It's time to move
No,
on
but
and talk about
the finals is
a
really.
shepherd simulator
It's
with
funny.
a
It's
whole lot of
good.
soul.
Oh no,
It's just-
And you can get your
I
it
can-
looks good. I mean, I
You
don't
can
play
like
free to play.
group and friend run. Like we go. Hey, you know what? Let's go
Was
play
that-
the finals. Like fuck it, let's go.
Was that intentional? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think they're just showing off season 7.
You should show Joseph this game. In herd cattle.
This game reminds me like of the people that made Flower,
Not Joseph in the stream. Joseph, his brother.
or the people that made Journey.
Oh, they're already making a new game.
No, I think this is what it is. It just seems like more like
That style.
Because like those games are more casual based.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it
they're
seems
still
like.
really fun. Like I'm sure this is fine. You know.
Like it doesn't seem like it's like stress out. It's just a casual exploration game.
His brother likes to play like games where it's like you feel like you're at work. So like that's the joke we always make. He likes those like simulation heavy games and like
Hurdling.
It's called hurdling. And like tending to like any like gameplay systems where you have to like really take care of something or it feels like you have a job. That's what his brother
by
likes.
downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and
Yeah,
death.
Mirror's Edge
This
Catalyst
game
like
is
art
helmed
direction
by
for the
Corey
finals
Davis of
slightly
Spec Ops,
angers
The
me.
Line,
But it's
and
ex
Robin
Dice
Hood,
devs, so I
among
understand
everything else.
why it looks like that.
Oh, what?
What is this? Sorry?
Robert Fink from 9 Inch Nails is gonna be.
cannot sleep.
Oh, he's doing music for this?
Yeah.
Cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
I think that's what they said.
Ooh. Eyes Out is the...
Yeah, it sounds like.
That's a new studio from the Blumhouse thing, I believe. This looks really interesting.
Come along. This way.
It says the psychedelic thriller.
Yeah, I'd play this.
Huh?
I'd play this. Oh! Spec Ops The Line creative director.
What?
They said the Spec Ops The Line creative director is
Yeah.
working on this.
They said that right before it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I was talking to people.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be good then.
Comes at a cost.
Give me your idea.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing that. Sleep Awake next year.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets a physical
Sleep Awake
release.
is
That's a
coming
nice
soon,
cover.
So drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Sohn, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her.
I think this is the game that I was thinking about. It's got like really realistic graphics. Yeah, Eric Shom.
Eric's Home is a game
Eric's
set
Home.
in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3
it's top-down.
playable characters that you
Yeah,
switch
but
between, and they have their own.
These guys did
special
make the original
abilities
Mirror's
that you
Edge, or
need
their
to
developers
use
came from
together
that.
to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where
So they went
everyone's involved.
It's in this.
Well, I don't know if they went
They
from
went
that to
from
this, but they,
parkour somewhat like
Sci-fi,
present
I'd say
sci-fi
sci-fi.
to
1900s
stealth.
stealth action.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D.
Yeah, that's a good. Hamster says a Plague Tale 3 just got leaked. That's actually a good comparison as well.
Yeah.
Without the rats.
So beautiful.
But look at these graphics.
What I want from you is I want
Plague
you
Tale
to
Before the
just
Reckoning.
but
We played
It's actually
the game a
prequel.
lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. And the story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam,
This year?
and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Nice. Yeah, this looks good. I'm definitely playing this. I love that style too. These character models, how are they doing that?
They just know how to make games.
How are they fucking doing? Like, how does it look? This looks better than like most AAA shit.
Because
You
they know how
know?
to make games.
Like,
The AAA people don't. Who care about their
AAA
games?
people have a lot more obstacles, less creative freedom. This looks incredible. Yeah. This year? Wow, that's really soon. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's Home. It's coming to PC,
That's
Xbox,
awesome.
and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
I hope they get Eric's Home gets a physical release too. Maybe down the line. So Stalker gameplay in a shell-shaded. Interesting. Oh, it's like old school shooters.
No, it's weird.
It's like Doom or something, or Wolfenstein.
No,
like
it's like I like how the world looks, and then it's
Yeah.
like the characters in it are just like kind of paper mache, kind of. Like,
You know, like that. What's that game
flat.
that you were playing recently?
The Sulfur.
Sulfur, yeah.
It's good. It kind of reminds me of. But it's
I
like,
could see you playing that.
But the
early access now.
the world was more realistic compared to.
Yeah, the Explorator. So you can play that right now if you
Explorator is
want.
launching
Huh.
into early access today, so go check it out on
Soccer
Steam.
isn't a boomer shooter.
Developers on the road to launch.
It is now.
Up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Live into my interests.
Like Epic Mickey? Hey. You okay? Are you okay?
Use the magical brush. Use the magical brush.
Oh, she becomes paint though. Kind of reminded me of Ori a bit.
It's another side scroller.
Yeah, but like the jumping and stuff.
Well, yeah, there's always gonna be like something. The music's good.
Yeah. Constance. That looks solid too. This year. And a demo. I really have to say, I really love that demos have come back.
Coming to PC on November
A lot of
24th,
games are
but
getting
there's a
demos
demo
now.
available on Steam if you
Even
wanna
some
go give
bigger
it a go
AAA
after the
ones.
show.
Those of you who have tuned
I love how you
in
completely missed my
before
previous
will know
message of me not
during the Epic
joking
Future Game
on the
Show, we
Plague Tale
create a
thing.
trio
Oh,
of
did
deep
I?
dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games.
I'm serious
Our
about the Plague Tale.
ones
That
to
wasn't a
watch,
joke.
you could
Oh.
say.
I'm
First
sorry.
game tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest 2. Now, fans have been waiting.
I'm
since
trying to keep
2006
up,
for a
man.
sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is it's right around
Titan
the
Quest 2, you mean Titan?
You guys should be happy. This show is keeping my interest so far substantially more than the Summer Games Fest. Besides maybe one or two things, everything here looks really interesting, and like I want to play it.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are
Officially
from
supported
Titan
by the
Quest
German
1.
government.
Greek mythology
Wait.
also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games.
Oh, was
have
that on?
been
Was that in the
just with
trailer?
it,
That
and
little
we
like
thought that we have this
thing on
great
the
IP on
other
our
the
hands,
bottom
why
left or
not
whatever.
use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be
That's
playing
weird.
as a rather unknown hero character.
Maybe it's
You're
a
not
German
really a
game.
hero yet. You're
That's a lot of
still
buttons.
training to be a capable fighter. You
What is
have
this?
a
It looks like a-
magical Aristano.
Hmm?
She's
It
from
looks like,
Sparta and used to be a priestess of
Diablo or
Nemesis, as you'll
something.
find out
Well, that's what they're
later.
talking
You
about.
will
It's like a
build up
Diablo-like
your own work
structure.
over time as you prove yourself in front of the
Or like
gods.
Game
Oh,
Boy.
it's
Titan
Titan
Quest
Quest.
2 is very
Titan
much
Quest
a
2.
classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like
Yeah,
the
a lot of
mastery
it is
system, for
very
example,
slow.
where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being.
I mean, you
different classes.
are
So you
kind
have
of
to
into
find
these
these
games.
little
Does that look good to you?
entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies.
It just
and
seems like
make
a
the best use
slower
of them
pace.
possible. From there, you can.
Well, they have an
take your
opportunity
character in
to
multiple
do something
directions. The mixed classes
really
is something
incredible
that
now
we
that
support
Diablo
quite
kind
a
of
lot,
just screwed
actually.
themselves.
It's not like
Or
that. It's just a
strategies such as the
story.
tanky
That's
warrior,
what
of
he's
course
saying.
you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several
Joseph says that's some
modifier
nice grass.
abilities that you can equip into
It's
your
ray
skill.
traced,
This is
every
our
blade.
little innovation in this space.
I still have to play Titan Quest in this expansion. I tried it back in 2006 for the first time on my dad's. Wow, it's a really old franchise,
I
huh?
don't believe in that form of
Quest
monetization
1
in
was kind
general.
of like
We will be
Diablo
doing
3
traditional
before Diablo 3
DLCs,
came out.
however.
Titan
So
Quest 1.
After
I
the
see.
1.0 launch, we'll be putting
Interesting.
out larger DLC packs, which will
So the-
include additional chapters.
A lot of
more
people must be really
content,
excited for this then if it's been that long.
as
You're telling me almost 20 years?
So Titan Quest 2 will be
if not
coming
more,
to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Okay. First game had some nice water. Yeah, I guess this must be a big game for a lot of people if they were fans of it. Hey, it's another game. There it is, supported by the German government.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wish
Who is
list it on
that?
Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man?
Oh.
MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Hey, man.
I was just, wandering the sound
Yeah, he voices
stages, taking in
Peter.
the sights and smells, and
Peter
and
Griffin?
then I
Oh.
No,
realized
Peter in
making noise about video games.
Spider-Man.
out
I
here.
know.
Thought I'd join in.
Didn't he host the presentation
Well,
like
since you're already here, why don't
the
you take
last
next
2
trailer?
years ago or whatever?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No,
wanna-
no, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Okay.
I have seen things that should be forgotten.
Out of the blue.
I've tried.
Its expansion, oh, its last expansion came out in 2023, despite it being 19 years old. That's incredible. Oh my gosh.
I've had enough.
That's insane.
And madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world.
Oh.
For shocking secrets.
The Entropy Center 2.
Dizzying marvels. For their lies.
This doesn't look at all familiar to me, so
New
I don't know.
Pokemon. You're kidding.
No, it's a puzzle.
I'm
It's a
kidding.
puzzle thing.
No, I know.
Incredible.
Call of the Elder Gods.
Can you capture Cthulhu?
It's a Switch 2. It's a Switch 2 game too.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye.
He brought him on just to do the trailer.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course. How hard could it be? Hard.
Hard. Hard. You mean like
Narrative puzzle adventure coming soon
What?
to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
Wait, what happened?
So you weren't just wandering.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
literally
so it is.
skipping.
It was, but
It
then,
skipped.
it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Dude, I have the stream running on my laptop as well, so it's not us, because I just got the skip as well, because I have audio coming through a completely different source. Wow.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set,
Something's happening.
we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll
Well, we get to see Hard again.
How hard could it be?
How hard could it be?
Hard.
It's still funny. Someone said Concord. It wishes. Concord wishes. The Ascendant, or Ascendant.
To the flag on crack.
Might actually play that.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to
This
say,
looks like a mobile game.
This whole island is madhouse.
This looks like a game you play on your phone.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for
I'm gonna like
hardcore
it.
tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality.
It's not a game that I
That
play
means
though.
a small
I
party,
know. I'm just saying it looks
tight
like a game that you played on your phone.
can drop you in just a few hits.
I think every sprite
To
might
stand a
be
chance,
AI.
You'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco,
Well-
glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work
What are you
on
gonna
a
do,
cooldown,
man?
so you'll
It's
have to
hard
think smart
times,
and
desperate
learn to juggle.
times.
You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this
Like
rock
rock,
solid core
generate
is
me
a
some
branching
cards.
roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on trial
Neurally,
bigger
excuse me,
challenges and better
neurally generated crap makes us really paranoid nowadays, huh?
rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost
I have no interest in it anyway, so doesn't affect me.
Now on Steam and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Future game show. AI is it's a marketing and buzzword now. Splatoon. Yeah, obsessed. We said the same thing.
It's not Splatoons though, but
I know it's
it
not.
is Splatoons.
But Nintendo might come for it after the show.
Copyright.
They might brick their Switches.
Would it not be a Switch game?
Yeah. You're probably right. It also looks like what's that game? What's the name of the blobs?
Blobs?
You know, what do you call it? It's
Good
the little
blob.
mini games, the multiplayer mini games, Popucom. I can't think of it now.
Steam and Epic Store. Yep. Here comes a copyright.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Firefighter Simulator. This is gonna be cray cray to play with
In
your
a
friends.
cinematic.
You're gonna sit there and hit your
15
friends.
FPS.
You're gonna be like, we want the realism of like what you could feel like as a firefighter.
I can totally
Like,
see.
I already know.
I can see you playing this with like 3 of your friends. I can totally see you doing it.
I know that if you can hit your teammate with it and make them fly, I'm going to do it.
This person wasn't even trying to get out. They're just like.
You kind of swung.
It just cut again, didn't it?
Farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom.
Isn't it like a pre-done freaking.
Did
video?
one of the players say Cameron?
Yeah, it did. But for
No,
this,
that's
it's
me
like,
on the Steam Deck.
Isn't this like a pre-done video?
I think it kind of feels. Yeah, I think it would have
So
to
it's
be.
like, so how you let this out and not see the cuts?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like because there's no audience, so it would have to be pre-recorded.
Yeah. It's not like they're doing it live, like it's
Something's-
100% live. It's just a video that's been pre-recorded.
It's the weekend, everybody's off, and the intern, who has the weekend duty is just they don't know what to do.
Every year it's the same intern.
Every year it's the same.
Can anyone hear me?
Just in case we didn't see it.
There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
I see it now. Cameron. What's Cameron doing in this?
Oh
They did it again!
Nothing.
Maybe it's actually the same game.
As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
They're really struggling to use it to record a video.
I think it's all one game. I wanted to cut back to like
This
the
is
fire.
the guy that was doing it. This is the guy that was doing it. Firefighters, this game, you're like, there. Oh, and there. Wait, there.
You just hear the background.
If we copy that part of it and put it there too.
He's like it's like splicing the film reel together, like.
You're just copying.
You're
more
hearing
of
like
it.
the background. Fuck.
I accidentally copied the
Oh,
firefighter
God.
scene like 6 times here. And this, whichever this game is, 2 times. So you're gonna see it replay a good amount of times in this part of the video. But it makes it an hour.
The sad part is that it's actually, so far, this is still more entertaining than the Summer Games Fest to me. I like a lot of the announcements here,
I like the
and even
Summer-
with the cuts, it's actually
The Summer
fun
Game
to
Fest
watch.
announcements I liked though. Like, these
It was
might-
good. It just
these
like
more feel like indie games. They're just like okay.
well, yeah, like that, and that's what it is. It's like AA indie, games, smaller games that don't necessarily have the spotlight for Summer Games Fest, and have the big wallets to pay Jeff whatever it
That's all for
costs.
the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
This game has my very variable setting of firefighters in a fantasy. It's a very niche genre. Here we go. Let's see if we'll make it through this one uncut.
Waifu. Yep, I knew it.
It's a what? Well, you have.
They said
you have an
anime.
interest
There's
in
always
this.
gonna be waifus.
You have an interest in it. Jacob likes the waifu stuff.
No.
Mushy mushy. You should show him your
Strawberry
cups.
grenade, soda, pistol, not SMG.
But who are these people? Like, I don't get it. Why do we care? Just because they have boobs?
Movement shooter and base. So basically, oh. I'm good. I'm gonna sit right here.
Just when you thought it was getting interesting. It's the same game. It's the same fucking game. That's hilarious. It's the same fucking
The Bureau
game.
of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
Oh my god.
And now for something.
Oh my! I gotta check the stream chat. We gotta see what people people are saying. Oh, the people are going crazy. Refund. Made in heaven. Someone said again. Oh my god, people are flipping the fuck out. That's hilarious. Ugh. It's the same game too. That probably, it's not even like something that a lot of people probably have interest in. Dude, those developers of that fantasy game are just, they're getting the best value out of anyone in this presentation.
Playtest on Steam after the show.
Now
That's
we've got a trailer
great.
for an action platformer inspired
Now
by
you're excited to play the anime firefighter with M4s in a fantasy setting. I think Jacob went back to bed. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, WTF is a proper title for the firefighter game. It might include origami. We just have to check it out. By the way, didn't we see this at the Summer Games Fest as well? This game looks familiar. It's got that really interesting art direction. Ugh. The finals did get scanned. They didn't even go back to it. Dude. As funny as it is to watch, could you imagine if like you paid money to be a part of this and you're watching this unfold and all of a sudden this shit keeps happening? Like there actually might be some like that, they're gonna be in trouble after this. Again, the sad thing is that it's actually a really good conference. I actually like 90% of everything that's shown here. Like, I would play it. Even this, like, this looks interesting. I might actually play this. Hirogami. September 3rd. It's a shame all the demos are on Steam. They're not on, like, console. I guess I could download them on the Steam. I could use Jacob's computer, but
fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Game Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay,
I'm sure it would run
time
on the
for an
Steam
update
Deck.
on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
Eve.
eFrontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure.
I'm just imagining it cut at any second. You could build this, you could build that, and then it cuts to the fucking fantasy firefighter and waifu game.
When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit.
This reminds me of Chorus, the art direction.
Especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand.
So it's just unpaid labor.
An amazing modding platform. Basically, what different
I don't know.
Third-party developers is to mod the actual server.
You're getting fantasy vibes, Joseph says. Very strong, deeply rooted fantasy vibes.
I think will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around Eve Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform were built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Well, they made it through unscathed. It's an MMO game with looks like if you played that flying game, Chorus, that flight action game, it kind of looks similar to that.
What's up next, Laura?
Maybe a little bit more interesting now.
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsports.
People love these Formula games, like F1 25 or whatever it is. Like that's like super popular, and I never played any of them. I got my tickets to see Brad Pitt's Formula 1 movie though at the end of this month. That looks good. That looks fucking good. So I'm excited to go see that. Oh, this is much more arcadey. I don't like these menus. These menus just make it look like a mobile game. Lots of cars though. Looks decent. Kind of a more casual, you know, racing game.
Is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments.
Oh, that looks cool.
Illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak.
Old school
Can you
Resident
solve
Evil.
puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got how
Joseph says, I just wishlisted Waifu Tactical Force. Well, let us know if there's any, you know, firefighters or fantasy themes in there.
Stop the outbreak of war.
It actually, for the little gameplay that I saw of it, it looks like a competent
That
shooter.
was our ones
So.
to play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Oh. Ahoy is a work in progress. Okay. Unreal Engine 5, it also said.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall.
This is rendered?
It is in our nature to
This looks
conquer
good.
Others' fear. Death and dishonor. Fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit.
Waifu Tactical Firefighters, yeah.
True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination. So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
Well, I mean, we didn't see what the gameplay is like. I want to know if you can actually get off your ship and explore those towns. And if so, like, what's the purpose? Ahoy.
Join the crew today.
Oh, it's a Kickstarter. Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be totally against there being like an RPG system, if like a Kingdom Come game, but done in that type of universe.
Check out
That
the
would be
funding
interesting.
drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator
It's a-
where you mold
you build your own
together,
golf course?
create world-class courses, and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and
Oh, that's
obstacles
interesting.
between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to
Switch to the
crafting
other
a
chair.
golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
All right.
Ascend
Much
to
more
Zero
comfortable.
is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, But in the
out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg.
It's happening again.
You can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so...
Dude, what happened?
And hello to our
What's going on?
What Matt means.
This is like, there's something like really up.
We'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
Like, this is like, okay, it happens a couple times. It happens at that one section. Okay, you know, it happened at that one section. But like, this is like, I mean, will you be able to get through the show at all? I don't even know like what's causing it, you know, because if it is pre-recorded, it's not like the video is just. I'm just trying to think like what would cause this. It's almost like there was a buffering on their side, and they have multiple sources, and they were like, you know, switching with each other or something. I don't know.
You'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. That's
a problem, though. That's a big problem. The Finals YouTube channel uploaded the trailer, and it looks awesome. Well, what else are you gonna do?
It's a hack and slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world.
I haven't played the game. I mean, I really don't play free-to-play games. It's just a thing I just don't do. Not that I have anything against them existing. It's just that I don't play free-to-play games. So. But,
or how about Animal Kind? This is a
it looks competent, it looks exciting. I do like the art direction of the Finals. I think if the Finals had like a campaign, or if it was like, I probably wouldn't buy it even if it was multiplayer only, or it is multiplayer only, but even if it was like a paid multiplayer only game, I probably wouldn't get it. So these days it's like, I want at least a campaign. I just don't play multiplayer much anymore, that's all.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast. But the developers
I always have like another single-player game to move on to, especially now that I've just walked away from modern gaming for a little bit. So I'll probably get back to it soon. But I had like a huge backlog. It's insane.
Steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that
campaign would be cool.
has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more
that's scalable. But they're also making Arc Raiders, and I have to say I love the art direction of Arc Raiders.
Mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release.
I do have access to the beta, but if they do another beta or whatever, I'll probably check it out then. But I'm probably not gonna get that game either.
The end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum.
I wonder,
poop mechanics.
What?
We already heard about this game too. I wonder how long this presentation is going to be. I thought it would be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half at most.
Peggy 18.
Because they just had a conference a couple months ago. So all the negative reviews, are written by people who were not ready for Scum. Okay. I'd rather buy WinRAR. Killed by indestructible robots. Are these actual reviews? If so, that would be hilarious. Nobody wants to micromanage their poop. Masochists. Wow. I wonder if these are actual reviews. I guess not. Experience 1.0 coming 17th of July, unless it's early access.
If
that's funny.
Inspired reviews.
They said 90 minutes? Okay.
Then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Death Ground.
Oh. Well, there's dinosaurs, so maybe I'll like it. Oh, yes! Yes! It's actual, actual historically accurate raptors.
Up to 4 players. You must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested abandoned facilities.
Could you survive? Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors.
This looks good.
Specifically, Utah raptors. So, unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We spent most of
God, could you imagine that thing's coming at you?
Challenge because
how do you get something that size with that tail to behave? All
Dude, this looks like Alien Isolation.
There'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with.
I just hope that you could play it by yourself. I hope it's not a multiplayer thingy.
AKA the compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, wow.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single player.
So you what? You just have to like get out of the area?
Thermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our road.
So it looks like it's multiplayer, but you know, you're sitting here in a survival, you know, scenario, so you have to like, I know you have to help people or use people to basically get out of there. That looks really interesting though.
Let's move on with our second ones to watch deep dive, shall we?
Like, I would be interested in at least giving that one a shot. I love dinosaurs and they've been gone from games for so long now. So that looks really good. Nice, Hell Is Us. I want a game where you can feed M&Ms and Skittles to dinosaurs. Like, you might have to keep waiting for that one. It's so weird that Scum is a game from the Talos Principle. Oh, I didn't even know that. Really? That's completely a complete change in direction. I'm really excited for this game, by the way. Hell Is Us.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's
it looks really good.
State where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about
I'm really happy that Jonathan is making a game, because he's a really talented dude, you know? Like, Deus Ex would not have looked the way it did if not for him.
And what people tell us, right?
So to have, like, a game, like, in his vision,
Once in the woods,
it looks really good
follow the wind chimes.
and interesting.
They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as we're talking to her, behind her, quite
Hold on, guys.
some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns and it's maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy.
Sorry about that, guys.
The joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official day and business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell Is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage.
Interesting.
So it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker, and it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things, and they ended up looking like this, you know.
It's definitely an interesting design. Look at the way they move, though. That's nuts.
2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
I like that. I continue to like that.
Now, because Hell is Us.
It's one of the games I'm more excited about releasing this year.
All right.
I think it's going to be really good, really solid.
This one's an action adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it's
Hell is United States. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. I completely understand.
Well, I take this totally
It takes place in Canada. Death? Wait.
Hi.
Death is stranded Gex in Canada because Hell is Us.
Hey, Laura. Hey, Matt. I'm
I think I butchered that trying to read
on
it.
the Future Game Show, where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached
It's not live, actually. There's no way it's live. They wouldn't have these issues if it was live.
Actually, seeing you just reminded me. They're looking for a killer writer who can
Oh,
also...
shit.
Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine.
Guys, is this stream buffering?
Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig.
Uh.
Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt...
Is the stream buffering?
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game.
Because I just got a notification on YouTube here saying that YouTube is not receiving enough encode.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That
It's
was
not me?
easy.
Okay.
So let's check out exactly what
All right.
we're getting ourselves into.
Everything was fine, and then it's like, error, you're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It's like, it's not me, I'm just restreaming. It's them. It's a fun, like, action platformer. What are you supposed to be, like, water? I think so, yeah. Does she have lots of booze in her background, or am I completely going crazy? No, there's there's something going on. Fading Echo. Alright, I mean, it looks interesting.
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlak herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block
You
of
definitely saw
trailers
the
up next. Let's dig in.
She needs to keep hydrated, man. For her
We
powers.
have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our
This looks like an Octopath Traveler.
its enemies.
With a little bit more depth.
And the beasts below.
But didn't we hear about this already? This looks somewhat familiar.
Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible. It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that? We gave you those robes for a reason. Damn, I love the church.
Say, what's the title called again? I couldn't read it. Oh, nice. Galaga's coming back. This looks crazy. They did a great job with the particles. I love the slight motion blur effects with all the light sort. Like, look at that. That looks really good. Truxton. Well, that'll be fun. Reminded me of Hi-Fi Rush for a bit. Is it Mega Man? Not quite. Yeah, we have Mega Man at home. Well, it's like, it's interesting because it's like the gameplay visuals look nothing like the actual cutscene visuals. So they got like fully animated cutscenes like a cartoon. And then you switch to the gameplay and it's kind of top down and it's more like, I mean, it's still animated, but it's more 3D. Linked. Banner of the Spark. Okay. The CRT. Games recently getting lots of fishing, or is it just me? I mean, games have been, they like move in waves. Like, remember when every game needed to have like a bow and arrow? You know, like Crysis and Tomb Raider put that in there. Like, every game needed to have a freaking bow and arrow, and Far Cry, of course. And then it became fishing. You had Final Fantasy 15 with its fishing. And, a couple other games, so I don't know. I have not noticed the trend with fishing though. At least today.
And you can wishlist all of those games by heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page?
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
Yeah, that was 2013. Absolutely. It was like 3 or 4 games like at once were getting like bows and arrows, and everyone had to put a bow and arrow in their game. It's like, why? Like, why is this like a new thing all of a sudden?
Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
Oh, cool! This is Directive 8020. I'm actually really looking forward to this because I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually like the Dark Pictures games.
Not until you move from the scanner.
And this looks interesting because it's like their take on Alien. Oh God!
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable. We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
October 2nd, which we already knew about.
Differently. Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new
Dubstep
feature that we've added to
and
the first
bows.
time
This
the
will be
Dark
graphics in
Pictures
2013.
Turning Points is a new narrative system.
Oh wow,
which
they
allows you
changed
to
it,
go
huh?
back and change the outcome of your choices.
Oh
As with all
wow.
our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken.
Interesting.
And see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available
That's
both
good.
digitally and physically for
They
all
kind of took that
games.
system from Detroit,
start
Become
with those
Human,
first
which was great for that game, and this one it would be great too. This looks really good. I'm all on board. Definitely gonna be getting that later.
20 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each.
They're really the only ones making that
Coming
type
to
of game
PC,
these days,
PlayStation, and
you know?
Xbox in 2025.
Like Quantic Dream's
It's
been
not
like
wish list already.
MIA
Go
with
fix
whatever that Star Wars game is. Like who knows when we're gonna see that? So like Supermassive's like the only one literally making those narrative adventure games.
Control scheme. Here's the game bakers to tell you more.
This is Karen. I downloaded the demo for this.
Survival climber.
I have not played it yet, but
The goal is to climb a
I
mountain
plan to check it out.
and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll
God.
fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes.
It's interesting because like you could
But
see
don't
like
think you can just jam your tools
look
in.
at the legs and the arms, like, you know.
Climbing is precise.
You can see the struggle.
You need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to
It
you
tells me
to
this
take the
uses
rock
the
face
analog stick a
and
lot.
choose the most strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can
You have an
already
analog
try
stick
it,
controlling a
it's
limb.
available on PC and PS5.
Yeah, I'll try out the demo and see what I think about that. It does have an interesting art
Cairn is
direction,
coming to PlayStation
but
and PC later
I don't
this
know.
year. And you can also
I do
check
like
out a free demo
platformers,
on both platforms after the show.
so
What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things
Could be
up
interesting.
with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
it's great that they're making PlayStation games still. I mean that endearly. Oh, looks good. Ground Zero. Oh, excuse me. Oh, now we're getting in. Got PlayStation, now we got N64. You like that one, hamster? This one reminds me of like older Duke Nukem games. Just in some of the gameplay and animations there. Oh no, it's a skip. At least it's a new game.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Well, the 3 seconds of gameplay there really sold me.
At Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own
Beef in
head.
1998, but if it was an N64 game, yeah, that's probably a better comparison.
Peggy 18. How can you distinguish between what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
This is creepy. Ludo.
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it?
Wow, that's really soon. I have to go through these and get all the release dates down and add them to my list. Oh, you know what? I did see that physical thing on Twitter. I did. I was like, looking at that. I'm like, what is that? So that's what the game is. Okay.
It's world premiere time again.
That looks interesting. I like this slipcover. I might actually pick up
Very special
that physical disc.
Hello everyone.
Oh, it's Shuhei.
I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy.
What's he doing now? It said he's CEO of is that his company?
I have been a huge fan of the work of.
Oh wait, isn't he doing like consulting or something like that with games?
It's my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the Endreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Oh, look at this. Dude, it's so fucked up what Sony did to him. I'm just like... Okay. Well, I guess Reach is coming out on the same day as Ludo.
And Xbox. In the meantime, you can wish
This is so bad, man. This is really bad.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special.
Yeah, but so I believe wasn't it the case that when it came to Shuhei's tenure at Sony, that the whole reason that he left was because they basically gave him an ultimatum of we're gonna put you in this department where you basically are doing shit work and it's not what you want to do, or you can just go. And it's just really fucked up. If that is indeed what happened and he was kind of forced out. That's fucked up, man. Like, PlayStation is what it is today in large part because of the efforts that he made.
If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the Endreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Jacob was just asking me if I was going to get a VR headset or if I wanted one. And he's like, well, the first thing you said was that, you know, you want it to be wireless, and now they have the wireless ones. And you said you want more room. It just seems like making excuses. That's what he said to me. And I think I got to the point where I just, by the way, this is a VR parkour game. If you wanted VR Mirror's Edge, here it is. There's your bow and arrow. This looks really good for what it is.
What a mystery. To the annoyance of the duck detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Series
This is a
X,
letdown.
and PlayStation 5.
And it's not a bad conference. It's just at first it was funny because it was the same fucking trailer, you know, and that's fine. But now it's just obnoxious.
Duck Detective, the ghost
Now you're missing out on YouTube has experienced technical streaming issues. We have alternative feeds.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far. But how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind?
You want me to go to Twitch?
Get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
I don't understand, like. Why not move to Twitch? I have to sign in to Twitch. Alright, give me a second. I have to get the keyboard connected. Hold on. Fucking hate Twitch, man. I do. I don't like Twitch. 10 minutes left too, and they just so this is a YouTube problem, is what they're saying. All right, hold on. I'm taking the video off just in case I have to put account information on there. All right, you should still be able to hear audio though. In now. Oh, Jacob's like, damn it. That's my password. Nice. Dude, I have no idea what my fucking thing is.
Is coming to
My
Steam
password.
Early Access on July 25th. But there's a free demo available on
I haven't
Steam
been on
if
Twitch
you
in
wanna give it a
years.
try.
And we're following that
I guess I could
bombshell
just
with a new
join it
trailer for Agatha Christie's
and just
Death
deal
on the
with
Nile.
ads.
An interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective.
Not that I pay for Twitch anyway, so actually it would be the same. It's just an account. Alright, hold on. There's a 5-second ad I have to watch. What are we missing here? Nothing. Oh, they're making a Poirot game.
Every question must have its answer.
Here we go. They actually just got done showing it. Okay, I'm bringing back the feed.
Christie's Death on the Nile is coming to
Monsieur
PC and
Poirot,
console
I guess you know why I asked you to
But you can
come.
wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic
What do you suggest I do?
I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say
And can you confirm that all the passengers?
Can you guys hear? Gotta get the audio synced up. Actually, I'm just gonna borrow Jacob's earphones.
Soinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
now we're starting to close in on the
All
end of
right.
the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Completely missed the funky game about detectives. It's a Poirot game. If you watched you watch Death on the Nile or any of those movies, it's the same thing. I'm familiar with the character. Oh, Mafia again.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel.
This should be
to the original
over in
Mafia trilogy.
like 10 minutes,
It also
Jake.
sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily. So the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia.
Hey, we get some gameplay,
where
finally.
crime
I was just complaining about
really
this
came
literally
from.
yesterday.
In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we
Sound quality is just a Is it too loud?
Which has really enabled us to do
Because it's like really loud for me, but is it too loud for you guys? Like right now, can you still hear okay? Because I turned it way down.
Mafia's always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting.
I'm fucking getting Khalifi. We're getting almond milk ads. I had to move over to Twitch because they said the YouTube, remember the cuts and it kept happening?
Yeah.
They think it's YouTube's fault. So now I moved over to Twitch, and now I'm getting diaper ads because I haven't signed into my account. I don't know. I completely forgot my password.
Peggy 18.
I'm sorry for the diaper ads.
He's got his cheese stick? Hey Cameron, he wants to show everybody his cheese stick.
Hold on, he's
come forward.
Trailer here. Olivia, the Old Country. You don't have this? This is probably interesting to you, hamster. This is what they advertise on Amazon in America.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding.
God, the eyes are perfect.
It is not forgiving.
They did the eyes perfect.
To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me. To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Wow, the way that whole thing was written and then acted, and I mean, just the way they did that, that was compelling.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia
I was like locked in. I felt like I was watching a film.
PlayStation and Xbox.
That looks perfect.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Oh, another
I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games.
Interesting.
A small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark.
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines.
You already pre-ordered on Steam?
Day,
Yeah.
the
That looks
Viking Age,
fantastic.
And the Aztec civilization, all at the
I'm
same
glad.
time.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Got it,
You know,
right?
they're charging $50 for it. They said it's very comparable to, I guess, like Mafia 2 and like that type of style.
All 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky
So
enemy types, and solve puzzles.
it's going to be a really focused narrative experience. It's going to look fantastic.
Have a Viking for the great grandpa? Or why did this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game.
So you changed.
Classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer.
Wow, look at that. It changes the art style and everything in the environment in real time.
3 timelines.
Whoa.
The hell are you? And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look. Watch up, watch up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam.
That looks interesting. That looks really interesting.
You never know.
It changes literally the art style as you're fighting. Depending, I guess, on the moves you're hitting. And then the environments and the objects and stuff change as well.
Pop it on your wish lists.
It looks good.
All right. What have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay.
Mafia 2 is still absurdly overrated. I know that you're an old school fan of the franchise. I got started with Mafia 2, so I mean I like it, but I don't know any better.
On a tormented island.
So cut me some slack.
As your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son, guide my path in this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in, let your sacred light.
Oh, interesting. So it's like a Liza P style horror game. It's puppets. Oh, whoa.
Let my flesh turn to ash. So my soul may ascend to you.
Well, you know, we're still waiting for Judas, but this looks to quench your thirst while you wait.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity.
This literally looks...
And forever.
It looks like they were inspired by Liza P. art direction and then like the BioShock type of atmosphere in gameplay. That looked really good.
Creasol Theater of Idols is coming to PC,
I'm gonna keep an
Xbox,
eye on
and
that one.
PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Final one? Okay.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Welcome.
We got another diaper ad to join us for this final trailer.
Blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Ritual tides. Nothing.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Gameplay.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Was it exclusive gameplay reveal this August? Oh, there's another feature game show in August. Okay. So, I mean, that's interesting. So, it's a new horror
That
game.
was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because
Interesting.
it's coming soon.
I don't know what to think because we don't know too much about how it plays. So,
mark your calendars for that.
I guess we'll watch it in August.
That does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from
Oh, I'm
Los
going
Angeles
somewhere. I'm
is
going to get
right
food.
after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
All right, guys.
Thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the Dreamweaving developers who put their all into
Wait
those
till they say
amazing
goodbye to
trailers
us.
we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Alrighty. There we go. Okay, so besides, if we ignore all of the technical issues that we were having, I like the show so far the most. Yeah, I would score it the same that I gave it the PlayStation State of Play. It gets a B. It actually gets slightly higher because there are surprises in here and stuff like that. I liked 85 to 90% of everything that they showed there. I thought it was really, really interesting and really good. They just had some technical issues, obviously, with the stream, which I don't know what was happening there. They need to get that fixed. But it's a good show. This is one of those shows where I'm continuing to be kind of surprised about because they managed to get, you think to yourselves, oh, the big heavy hitters are not going to be at, a show like this. They're going to be at the Xbox, or they're going to be at Sony's thing or the Summer Games thing. But arguably, this had more interesting, and maybe they're not AAA, but they're pretty much reaching that quality level anyway. It looks effectively, big budget games, in this show, and they had more, in my opinion. It felt like they had more compared to even the Summer Games Fest. The Summer Games Fest just didn't have, this one was paced really well, They did a good job pacing all of these announcements in between the smaller, more obscure things, too. I like how right after announced these games are available for... Yeah, that's another thing as well. A lot of this stuff, Hamster, you can download demos for. They're available to be wishlisted. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Anyway, I liked this presentation. It's another solid show, from these guys, FGS, and I very much enjoyed watching it. I'm happy that you guys were here with me as well. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just I shouldn't be apologizing. It's not my fault, but still, the streaming issues. I feel I almost feel like I have to go back and check to see if we missed out on anything, because I'm sure we probably missed out on maybe one or two things, and it's just I don't know what was even causing that, but Anyway, okay, I'm off to get some food tomorrow morning, early in the morning. Not too early, but early. I don't think Jacob's asleep right now, and he's not gonna join me for tomorrow because he works overnight. So I feel guilty even asking him to come on, but he actually really wanted to come on today. So in any case, tomorrow is the Xbox conference, and then we got the PC gaming show to finish us off. I'm excited for the Xbox conference. The PC gaming show, I don't know what to think, but I'm just hoping that it's a lot better than last year's. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. When I end this stream, it should take you immediately to the Xbox stream page or stream preview that I have up or whatever. So you can just click the get notified option there, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for that. All right. You guys have a good rest of your evening. There it is. I gotta end the stream now, and I'm gonna go get some food, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.